Well, wasn't that just some bullshit? What the hell? I was trying to get some stuff figured out here, that's all. Okay, we got that one done. There we go. So, I guess it didn't work out as planned. Well, doesn't that just suck? I mean, it is what it is, but it isn't. I'll just wait a few minutes here to let more people get in. I tend to get a lot more people that watch this when I do this kind of stuff than anything else, so I'm just going to step away for a few moments, let people get in, and we shall be right back. Welcome everyone. Welcome to another adventure of Car Mechanics Simulator 2021. Where was this car from? Macedonia. Well, and you might remember from the stream that I did, I believe it would have been yesterday. I think that's when it was. Yeah. We ended up finding this one right here, the police edition of the Bolt Sunrise. With an LS under the hood. Yeah. And we're just putting in just the computer, cranked out 501 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. Well, just giving her some thought. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, we do have another version of this car. So what we're going to do is, instead of working on this one per se, oh, excuse me, we're going to go first off, make sure we got room out here. Okay, we got lots of room, lots of room. Now we're gonna go find that other one that I picked up. Oh, I did find one of these too. Huh. Policia Edition. Nice. Might work on that one a little bit later on too. But I know I got another one, I think, didn't I? Am I missing something here? Did we not get a normal version? Oh no, we did not. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that's right here. Scared me there for a minute. Where are you? There you are. But I figure this one's already ripped apart and seen better days, so I figure, you know, let's for once do the standard version. First things first, you know, we gotta wash the car. We're gonna wash the interior first. And now we're going to wash the back side of the car. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here, mark out all of our stuff that we need. We can do it. There we go. Now we're going to take the body of the shock, this front shock absorber cup, and we're going to also mark this and this. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do that too. And then I'm pretty sure it's going to need just those ones. Yep. And that's a type B. All these cars require dual fans. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start in the engine department. We're going to go through. We're going to buy all of our parts that we need, that we can think of. See, because it's an LS, it requires the ARM, V8, OHV, CGM. We're going to keep on cruising through, and it also requires the cam gear, V8, OHV. We're not going to worry about a camshaft. Not through here. Nope. We are going to crank this bad boy up to the moon. Requires reservoir C, 4 clip A's. We're done in there. Yeah. And now we need a crankshaft CGM. We need 3 crankshaft bearing cups. We need a crankshaft pulley, you know. And we also need an engine block. $2,500 on sale for $2,125. Not bad. We're saving what, $375? That's not bad. That's not bad. Now we need to get the expensive head covers for this car. And when I say expensive, I mean expensive. Almost $500. Not as bad as the Ford ones though. Holy crap, $555. Freaking highway robbery, man. Alright, now we're going to keep on cruising through. We're going to get all of our parts that we need. And we need a few of these, a few of those. Perfect. And then once we get our parts, did we get a fuel tank? Can't remember. Pretty sure we did, but best to just, you know. We've got enough vehicles here that we can need one. You know what I mean? And then we're going to get the oil filter. And this is a special kind of motor. And why do I say it's special? Because all the other motors like this require just the piston rings. Well, this one requires the Hemi piston rings because it has dome Hemi pistons in it. I can't make this stuff up. Why do I smell coffee? But it is a rocker arm motor with push rods. Oh, we don't need those. We need these. Perfect. Now we need to get the belt A CGM right here. And we also need the belt B CGM, which we passed it because it's right here. The hell does that smell? It smells like coffee / exhaust, but I don't know why. Okay. And now we need to go with the timing cover, which is right here. And we're going to keep on cruising through. We found the push rod area. Now we need to get 16 of these. Did I get 16 rocker arms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Remember, you guys didn't see that. Our parts are still on order. Okay, now we come into here. 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of those. Definitely 2 of those. Rear's steering knuckle A. We need 2 of those. Front cross member. Just the cross member. And then we also need, I believe it's the front sway bar, I think. Or sway bar B. I can't remember. Just the regular sway bar. And we need to get 2 front wheel hubs, 2 wheel bearing, or inner tie rods, 2 outer tie rods, 2 lower control arms. Cruising down one, we need to go here, steering knuckle housing A, or rear axle knuckle housing A. We need 2 drive axles. And we need 2 shock A's because it's the rear cross member. We need 2 absorber caps. We need 2 springs, 2 side arms, 2 middle upper arms. We need the rear cross member. We need the front lower arms. We need the lower rear arms. We need the rear sway bar B, 2 rear wheel hubs. We need 16 bushings. We need to, let's get 10. Nice even number. We need 2 spring caps, 1 steering rack, 2 sway bar and link A's, 2 rear sway bar and links, 4 wheel bearings, 2 hub caps, 2 wheel hub 3s, 4 brake calipers, 4 brake cylinders, 4 pads, a servo. We don't need nothing from there. We need this. We need this. That's right. We're spending the money on this, man. We're you know. We need a CGM cam. Type B, stage 3. And now we need the cylinder heads. Where are the cylinder heads? And over here, there's 1. And there's 2. It's nice having a lot of money where you don't have to worry about, oh, did I spend too much? It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because we got the money to cover it. And then we need the CGM fuel rails, which are right here. We need 2 of those, 4 per side. And we need these magical coils here. We need 8 of them, 1 per cylinder. Keep on cruising on, cruising on. We need the intake manifold, CGM. And see what I mean? We need the piston with connecting rod, V8 Hemi. We need 8 of these. It's one of the more expensive ones. And then we need the I4B, because that's what you use on the LS motor. We need 8 of those. Now we need the throttle. No. I'd love to put a turbo on this, but this car doesn't accept turbos. Now we're going to put 4. We're going to buy 4 of those. We're going to get 2 of these. We need 2 of those. Front exhaust pipe V8, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Alright, then we got that. Alright, then we keep on cruising on down. We need 2 middles. And we need to go all the way to the very last. We need to get 2 rear muffler eyes. Clutch plate, pressure plate, flywheel. Let's see. Electronics, we need 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of these, 1 of that, 1 of this. I'm pretty sure we got enough fuses and relays and stuff, so we shouldn't have to worry about that too much right now. We do need a starter, which we got. We need a CGM transmission. Right, second one, bottom row. Let's see, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got, no, we don't have those. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Oh, we need a plate. You know, I normally don't do this. Okay. But we're going to do it this time. Not too far. There we go. Perfect. Now the interior. This car uses Tyro seats, which we will. No, it doesn't. It uses Volson, I think. I can't remember. Bench Volson. Volson, I say. Volson. So we'll put in the bench Volson for the rear. But we're going to use it once again, Camaro seats and steering wheel for the front. Now, I'm kind of thinking, just a thought for process, food for thought. I'm kind of thinking that this one would actually look good yellow. I'm pretty sure this would look good in the yellow and black motif. I really do. Now, we need 21-inch wheels. That's what we're going to run on it. Alright, what size wheels? What kind of wheels? What kind of wheels should we run? You know what? I think we're going to run these ones. We're going to run 4, 21. We're going to run these. I think so. Now tires, we're actually going to run slicks. Well, we'll run race tires on the front. So we'll go 2, 21, 265. I'll go 30, I think. Yeah, 30 should be good. And for the rear, we're going to run some slicks. 2, 21, 285, 30. Perfect. Let's see, we got this, we got that, we got that, we got that, got this and this. The only thing left now is the bolty work. That's what we need. I don't know if you've seen this car lately, but the body on it looks kind of shot. So. Alright. Now we ain't putting no Policia stuff on it because, well, you can't. It won't let you. Unless it's the police edition. Which I kind of like, actually. Yeah, the body, you know, it's kind of, you know, seen better days, you know. But we're going to go like so. We'll rip all this junky stuff off. I mean, it's got more parts on it than I thought it would. This could almost resemble maybe a G6. Or G8, I mean. Pardon me, Pontiac G8 maybe. Could be. We're going to put this at garage entrance C. Now we're going to swap this one at this bolt sunrise. Perfect. I'm going to put this up in the air. And while we're waiting for our parts to show up, because we don't have them yet, you know, we're going to actually head to the old junkyard. See if there's something else we can find there. And if there's a car there that we want, you know, we'll pick it up. And we'll have our tow truck bring it back.
My first guess was an Impala, but those taillights look nothing like an Impala.
See, that's where I'm a little bit stuck right now, is I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's why I'm thinking maybe a G8? Pontiac G8 maybe? I really don't know. MK2, is this a supercharged edition? Nope, standard. But we can put a supercharger in it. It's not bad, $600 less than what it's worth. Not bad, something to keep in mind. Did pretty good on the last one there. Ooh, an actual Volvo. Is this the diesel one? In Texas, so it's probably a diesel. Yep. How about that for guesswork, huh? Saw the license plate, Texas. Figured it would be a diesel. They like their diesel vehicles, trucks, cars, whatever the case may be. Ooh. MK6. Or generation 6 gen. Uh-huh. Shit, that's not bad. It's only got 77,000 miles on it. Of course, it's got the LS in it. Yeah, but they want more than what it's worth. Is this the 911 Turbo? Nope, it's the RS America. They tricked me because these wheels are normally not shiny on the America version. We're not even gonna represent that one. Not because I got anything against America. It's just when it comes to cars like that, I just prefer to get the upgraded version. I'm gonna be spending the money. You know what I mean? Dang, I can make a BMW day or BMW stream. Ooh. Still, $800 more than what it's worth. Too much. I've gotten wiser in this. I've learned that if you spend even $800 more than what the value of the car is, then the next time you come here, the cars will be $1,600 more, and then it'll just keep escalating and escalating, and then inflation will really actually start to affect you in the game. Been down that road before. So, back to the shop we go. Alrighty, well, I'm guessing our parts should be here by now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what that would represent. Maybe the SS? I don't know. Like this front section right here looks like the Pontiac G8. But then you look at this and it's like, what the hell does that represent? And what vehicle has that style headlights on it? Then when you look at this grill, it almost looks like a modern BMW one. Strange. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Actually, maybe it's a newer Caprice. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I got the standard edition here, and that's the one we're going to be working on today. So, the guy's so happy. Let's see. Now, before we left, we ordered the parts, so they should all be here by now. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of all the junky ones. Oh, where are we going? There we are. Alright, all of our body panels are here. Wheels, tires. Oh, nice. Looks like everything showed up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What's that? Huh. Full sunrise car part. 1. The push bar. Huh. I guess maybe we should put it back on this way. What do you think? There we go. Let's push some cars out of the way. Alright. And now I'm in a bit of an issue. Because I was thinking maybe like a yellow would probably look good on this. I mean, I think it really would. So let's go find a yellow that will actually suit that car. Or maybe a dark green? Nah, we'll go yellow. Now, there it is. I always like to use the hood. Alright, there's where we're starting point. I'm going to bring this down, we're going to bring that up like so. Now, if I bring this all the way over here, I'm going to put just a bit of a hue of gold in it, which I can work with that. But now if we go just a little bit there, okay, bring this down just a bit. Yeah, we're not going to do police badging on this. But now if we were to bring the brightness back up, bring down the saturation just a bit, I think that might actually look pretty decent on that car, maybe. But now we bring the brightness down. Nah, I liked it better the other way. I liked it better the other way. Now I'll bring the brightness back up to just maybe somewhere around 85-ish. Bring the saturation up to about 85. Because that's really bright. So if we drop this actually down to 90, there we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. Now we get the rest of the parts done. But we're also going to mix it. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright. Oops. Put that high gloss finish on it. Perfect. And we're going to go to black block. Oh wait, we don't need this. I don't know what I'm doing. And we're going to wait and get all the parts painted. Oh, we got more stuff we got to get rid of. Okay. Alright, let's see. We're going to go up to 95. Perfect. Holy crap, I just made 2,500 bucks off of that. And dropped the page down quite a lot. Yeah, I think so. I think this might work. I hope. It might not. I may have to do red calipers. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. That might work out just a bit better, actually. Let me try this now. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Now, which one was what? Uh-oh. Welcome, welcome. Kind of altered the color of what we're doing here just a little bit. Alright, I think it's this one right here would be the last one. Perfect. So that's the yellow I was looking at, but I was like, it don't really look like yellow, huh? So then I went and upped it a little bit, just a little bit, and it should work out pretty good in our favor here. I hope. I hope, I hope, I hope. But what I'm going to do this time is I'm not painting the chrome pieces unless I have to. Like power steering pump, we're going to paint that. Oh yeah, it looks a lot nicer with yellow. See, that's just too dark. I'm sorry, it is. That looks more brighter in your face. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna leave these. Yeah, that could work. I can dig it. I really can, I tell you. Actually, I'm gonna really screw myself over today. And we're gonna do the cylinder head yellow. Make it a matching finish. Let's see if we can do these. Shiny black. Shiny black. I think I did get rid of my red, didn't I? Huh. Uh-oh. Perfect. Oh no, I got rid of my flat black. Or satin black. All the springs are going to be red. The cross member, black. Actually, red actually looks kind of good on it, actually, to be honest. Huh. That's just a quick guess. How y'all doing? Everybody having a good night, evening, afternoon, morning? Where are we located around the globe? Alright, well I said I was going to keep all these chrome, but you know. The intake itself is going to be a dark color. Let's add a little bit of light to its life. Oh, maybe I did buy a full tank. I know we got black. What does this look like? Yellow. Actually, I kind of like this one right here a little bit better for yellow. Just in case the color disappears so we're able to find it again, we'll do the hood that color. This has got to be the most boring, tedious part of this whole entire gig, is sitting here just painting parts. I mean, it's nice to see them transform and, you know, kind of take shape what I'm looking and my vision is, but it's just a process. Ooh, lucky me. I don't have to go one more page. Perfect. Just think, I got the whole car here, basically.
More boring is painting parts for actual cars.
No, I find that to be a lot more exciting than this. See, I do love to paint. It's just a little not as easy as IRL, so to speak. But there is a lot more steps to do IRL than there is here. So. Yeah, that works. Huh. There we go. Now the part about painting IRL, the boring part of that is waiting for everything to dry. That's the boring part. Painting is fun. What the? I thought I missed one. I was like, oh no. I did not mean to miss one.
So many times it's basically just a job for me. I do still have fun when I get paid to go engine bay and door sill paints inside.
Right on. See, I've built a few vehicles over the years, and bodywork and paint is what I like the most out of it all. I'm one of them special breeds, we'll say. Watching a vehicle take shape, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Alright, where's the other one? You're down the line. There you are. Alright. We're almost done, I think. Maybe. Oh, we're on page 11, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Tells me I'm forgetting stuff. Let's try with these ones, see what it looks like. And if it don't look the way I want it to, then I'll change it up. I has a vision. Whether or not that vision turns out, I don't know. We will have to wait and see. But the motor, if it's similar to all the other LS builds I've done, it should be over 900 horsepower when we're done. Keyword being is it should. Perfect. And then when we're done with this, we're going to take it to the drag strip and see how well we can do. I think we're going to have to mess around with the gears on it though first. See what they got in it anyway.
I mostly do body work and electrical, but also do quite a lot of engine work. Typically on European cars and Nissans with a few Toyotas. Engine.
Yeah, see me, I do more or less on my own and for people around me locally. I've done a few of them. More than I care to, you know. I've owned a few vehicles over the years. And this seems to be technically the cheaper way for me to do it right now. I'm actually waiting for parts to show up for mine. I'm gonna actually start doing work on mine. The mail up here is freaking ridiculous. Alright. Now it starts putting parts together. I want this one. Uh-oh. Looks really, really pastel-y. Maybe not.
But is usually somewhat fun. Electrical is always annoying for pretty obvious reasons, but I'm almost always working on flood cars when doing.
Yeah, that would explain lots. The thing with electrical I found is just take your time. And overall, it's fairly simple. On the older vehicles anyway. These newer ones, holy crap, they're like spaceships. Alright. Now it's time we start stripping it down. I love it how it's the one spray and the bolt comes out. I love it. Up and away. I swear, to make this guy croak every time he goes to take a drive shaft off. Ah, yes. The whiskey bolts. Wouldn't have it any other way. No, I would, but...
Both older and newer cars are equally annoying for me, cause newer cars at least the code tells you what is wrong with it, but there's 20 summit.
Yeah, but the older vehicles, there's not really much, really, you know, it's not really much all that guessing work, we'll say. As long as it's more or less got the 3 components to it, you're pretty much good as gold. Is that it? Seriously? For under the hood? Wow, that was simple. Alright, I'm going to put this motor in here. My lovely collection of all the other ones that I have. And we're going to get this one all set up. That's right, we got to create a new motor. Wish I could put the supercharged motor in here. It'd be awesome. Perfect. Now it's a strip down process, but let's yank this interior out of here first.
And checking with older cars, around 20 years typically. Anything older the owners solve it themselves. All the wires are exposed, so I have.
They're not all exposed. My 91 is, what, 34 years old, I think, somewhere around there. And that was the beginning era of the computers and stuff for it. And yeah, there were previous years, but pretty straightforward and simple, those ones. I found I get more problems with my 2013 than I do my 91. In my opinion, anyway.
Maybe it's the corroded out battery terminals, or maybe it's something in the dash.
For what? No, I swear my 13 was made on either a Monday or a Friday. If you get what I'm saying. My 91, I can't kill that damn thing even if I wanted to. It runs forever and ever and ever. It's dependable. But here's what it is. They're fun, but they're also a pain in the ass at the same time. Mr. Bushin, get out of there. Adios. Alright. Get the bearing out. Caliper. Wheel cylinder. Yeah, caliper cylinder. Wheel cylinder. Motor and brakes. New program. I knew that. Alright. Back end's all stripped out. Now let's work on the front. I said work on the front. how it throws me to the back of the car when I want to work on the front. I guess the creeper must have went downhill or something, I don't know.
I would never take a newer car through flood water. Bought a 1994 Nissan AV Wagon DX purely for if I ever needed to drive through floods. TH.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
I don't hydro lock it, everything will be fine.
Oh yeah, those older Nissans and Toyotas, man, them things are tanks, they'll run forever. Yeah, them things are diehards, man. But unfortunately, with them staying on the road as good as well as they do, and they don't break as often as all the newer crap, the manufacturers don't make money. You know what I mean? So then they got to figure out other ways to hurt it without actually hurting it because they can get their hands on it. And then that's when the fuel comes into play, and they start messing around with that. Okay, I guess I did it too soon. I'm too fussed. Alright, I think we're ready to bring it down. Bring over the handy dandy roller. So that thing just slipped down some. Alright, while this is getting all fixed up, we're going to build the motor. Crankshaft first. Alright. Piston rings. World Cups. Alright, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody who's in the room or in the stream right now. How's your all Sunday night going for you? Hope everyone's having a good evening. Alright, oil pan. You next. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Looking pretty good in the light. Perfect. I really need to get some grease for this. Hurts me ears every time I hear it. Soft. Little B, you're the next contestant. actually got almost all the motor done. Well, the front of it done anyway before anything else. Actually, it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Normally with light colors,
It's especially bad when even Toyotas and Hondas are becoming unreliable
Yes.
cars. First
Yes.
time since the both brands' creation, fortunately in mod.
Yes. It's because of all the cheap parts that are being made, though.
Do the CRVs have head gasket and oil dilution issues too often?
What's the mating surface between the block and the head look like? See, in my honest opinion, back in the day when vehicles would last, it's because the people that were building the vehicles actually gave a shit. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's okay, let's get it, this one out, let's get the next one in. You know what I mean? They don't have the same pride in their work that they used to. Everything's always got to be in a rush to make that dollar. You know what I mean? That's my opinion anyway. I could be completely wrong on it, but...
No clue, haven't worked on one yet since they are all still under warranty, so people take it to the dealership for those issues.
Yeah. I hope this turns out the way I'm figuring it to turn out. Alright, 2 more rockers and I put the head cover on, the valve cover. And then the coils. Last one. Yay. $1,700 later. Alright, now the fuel rails. Alright, now we should be able to put the belt A on. Complete. This doesn't really matter if that goes back or not, but this is going to go over to here. So put some multi panels on it. Before we put body panels on, we're going to put the interior in it. Perfect. Fits in here pretty darn good, might have to say. Huh. Whatever this is based on, it's always in racing mode, that's for sure. Side mirror, these side windows here must be plastic or something, because they don't come out, but yet they get fixed. God damn, almost looks like taxi cab yellow. Maybe I might have to switch back to the other yellow that I picked for the body. It's gonna be based on the Ford Taurus. Can it be a Vapid? Now the body should be 100% now. Yep. Oh, everything's 100%. Interior, frame, and body. Alright, now we're going to bring this over to a paint shop. Should wash it first, but... That is brighter. Looks completely different in the paint shop than it does outside there. Maybe I should just do black. It might actually work better. Yeah. Black chrome. Looking snazzy. Wouldn't life be great, if you could take a car that quickly out of a paint booth? Or that easy to tint windows. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. We got something that represents a car. Now we got the wheels. We got the shocks. Did we get the shock off of there? I think so, yeah. Alright, we'll put the fuel tank in first, because that goes up first. We're going to put the exhaust pipes on, because they go up and over cross member. Which, I almost want to say that Car Mechanic Simulator, listen to the people that complained about the pipes always running under. Good on them for listening, that's awesome. Now I can't wait for the next Car Mechanic Simulator to come out. Dang it. I gotta fight to put the sway bar on now. Such a fight, such a struggle. I think we're gonna put this one on first, just because. Something to hold the knuckle up here while we put the rest of the parts on. Put on the rear lower arm. Beautiful. The spring cap. The spring. The rear shock absorber cap. It's non-paintable.
Probably just stopped getting the tools to fix newer cars at some point. Fortunately, the odd was in ring roads and other foreign used cars.
Yeah. Lower front arm. Side arm.
With special tools, but the BMWs and Audis and Volkswagens I sometimes work on absolutely do, and they have far too many of them.
I don't work on no BMWs IRL, so I wouldn't know about that.
Sup, bro?
Not much. What's up? How you been? Ah, crap. It's too wide. Son of a bitch. Oh, it's not too wide. The tire sticks out too much. Shit. Shite. Those are what?
I believe just woke up.
Right on, right on. I'm gonna go 15. Maybe 530. 21. You coming off. I may screw up the fronts too, I'm not sure yet. Not bad, $1,100. Pretty sure that was the color, wasn't it? Yeah. At least I hope it was.
On 413 subscribers, 87 more till your goal 500.
413? Huh? Last I saw was at 394. Holy crap. I mean, I literally just got like, I don't know how long we've been streaming for. An hour on GTA. And an hour here, so roughly.
413.
Yeah, I just saw that. It does. And yet when I started streaming tonight, about 2 hours ago, it said 394. Holy crap. Thank you all very much. Oh, dang. Was not expecting that.
Whenever I do an engine rebuild on, say, a 97 Lancer 1500 GL with 470,000 kilometers, all I need is my socket set, a lead pipe, which is the Trini breaker.
Yeah, lead pipes are fun when it comes to that kind of stuff. Makes the job a little bit easier. Holy crap, I've got 19 subscribers since I started. Wow. Bang. I'm like speechless right now.
Also 2 days of my time and 12 hours in the hot as hell tropical sun combined.
Yeah, it doesn't stick out as bad as what the other one did. I could live with that.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I was just telling the little one's bedtime there, so that's what that alarm was that you guys heard in the background there a little while ago. It's for bedtime. She's got school in the morning. $413 subscribers. Wow. Alright. I think he's almost done with the rear end of his car. Almost. Almost. Alright, now we jump our way all the way up here to the front. Let's put the crosswinder on first. Then we're going to get that motor. We're going to put the motor in it. And let's put the sway bar on too. And maybe the steering rack. And let's put some of the exhaust on. Alright. Now, I want to drop this down. I may actually change those wheels, hold on. I'm not so sure I'm a fan of it. See, I don't mind the yellow underneath, but I thought it was going to look different. It's just not sitting with me. Yeah, it's just not sitting with me. I mean, that looks all right, but I don't know. really just do not know. But the motor's in. I'll work on the underneath side, finish it off, and jump back up under the hood. And, seriously. Am I missing something back here? No. I love it when they do that. Alright, put the transmission in. I did it again. Son of a biscuit. Oh well. That's the sneaker starter. I think I know why they go through steering rack so much. Huh. Alright. Done, done, and done. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to put the inner steering knuckle 8. Hey, look at the steering knuckle. Lever control arm. Let's put the strut in. Overdrive road. Use an excellent taste in, man. Huh. I'm literally still baffled. Damn, that's what you call in your face. Oh, yeah, I actually got it to fit right. Now it look like outside. Damn, almost perfect. Almost perfecto. I almost did something perfect. Well, after this, like I said, we're going to take this car, we're going to bring it to the strip. We're going to see how well we can do with it. And if we don't win with it, we're changing the yellow wheels. We're going to say that's our bad juju. Not to mention all the other stuff that's yellow on this, but we're going to blame the wheels. And if I were to change the front from 25 to 15, this would probably do the same. Right. No, we need to get back over here. Thank you. The enhanced camera action is sometimes a little too strong. Alright. Get that. I'll say get back over there. Alright. Now it's wheel. Got the wheel, man.
Drag racing is my favorite type of racing and also the only type of racing that exists in my country.
I take it you live in Australia? Drag racing and burnouts. See, I grew up with the family being dirt track racers and stuff like that, but it goes back to the one stand-up comedian where he keeps going, making a left turn, making a left turn. You know what I mean? It's boring. Versus, you know, you run a straight line as fast as you can. Try to get down to the other end as fast as you can. And may the better car win. Versus like stock car racing, all the cars are built to run equally, figuratively speaking. Like they all got to be within a certain set of rules and stuff like that. Versus, you know, heads up racing, it's run what you brung and hope you have enough. Me too, I like drag racing a lot. But unfortunately, the one place where we were actually able to do drag racing.
In Tobago, we got Wallow Field Speedway, which is just an airstrip and the occasional drift event.
See, where I live up here in Northern Ontario in Canada, the closest place that we had to drag race was about 3 hours away, and it was an active runway, but unfortunately this was the last year for it. So a lot more people, I have a feeling, are going to be on the streets this next upcoming season and potentially losing their vehicles or getting into accidents. Which is going to suck, but they refuse to say anything about it. So, you know, we have about 2 to 3 different dirt tracks around here, but no drag strips. And most of the people I know, which is quite a few, we're into straight line cars. We're not into circle track racing, dirt racing, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's all drag racing. And well, they refuse to put tracks in, so deal with the consequences, city. It's going to be put onto the street now. Like, they've been planning and trying to build a drag strip now here for the last few years, but there's been nothing being done. It's more or less an empty field with a little bit of dirt pile in it. It really sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright. Power steering fluid. I think this should be it. We got coolant, we got oil, brake. Alright, we put the window goop in, the blue goop. Yeah, we got that. We got oil, I think. I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure we did it. Hey, look at that. Color matches dipstick. Yeah, we got oil. Alright. I think it's finished. We is 100. Worth $101,000. Alright. Where we are going now is over here. I don't need the car taking left on me when I hit the drag strip. I really wish I could remove the rev limiter though. I don't have to do this step right here, but why not, right? Let's head on over to, now we're going to go to the dyno. Let's see what kind of power she makes before I jump on and start tuning it. Factory power is 429 at 5,500 RPM and 422 pound-feet of torque at 40, and we'll round it up to say 4,600 RPM. How much have we increased the power? Alright, current new numbers now are 747 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, which is an increase of 318 horsepower, 75%. And the pound-feet of torque is 724 at 4,800 RPM, which is an increase of 302 pound-feet, or 72%. Now, he's going to jump on the old Rapidu. Let's see, we're going to bump this up to a 410. Yeah. And then we are going to go perfect. 16% increase in tuning. Okay, so remember, the new numbers for this car were 747 horsepower and 720 pound-feet. I bet you this car will get up over 900. Here we go. Holy shite. Well, 816 horsepower at 5,500 or 5,600 RPM, which is an increase of 388 horsepower at 91%, or 91%, and it's 790 pound-feet of torque at 4,845 RPM, which is an increase of 368 pound-feet or 88%. Drag rating now is sitting at A at 481.
Favorites for drag cars here are 80s Mazda 323s and Bob-type Lancers along with the occasional 70s muscle car, but those are extremely
Favorite drag cars here are 80s Mazda 323s, Bob-type Lancers along with the occasional 70s muscle car, because they're extremely rare. Yeah, I could see the 70s muscle being extremely rare. Me personally, I don't really have a preference on year, to be honest, because I like all the cars from, well, especially American muscle or American domestic vehicles here. I like them all from the 30s all the way up until, I want to say, 95. And then when they came out with the GTO, I believe in 2004, and then they came out with the modern Camaro, the 5th and 6th gen Camaro. That's when I actually started to like it again. So, but if I had to choose, it would either be 67 Vet. I'm a little guy, so it'll probably fit in there pretty good. Or possibly a 3rd gen Camaro is one that I would want. And the reason why I say a 3rd gen Camaro is because I can take the power plant out of my 91 half ton and put it right into the 3rd gen Camaro, and it would work. Uh-oh. Oh, I guess it'd be the A481, huh? Yeah. I'm starting to see a pattern on colors here. Yeah, buddy. I screwed something up. Alright, we're not even going to hit the warm-up for practice. We're just going to jump right into it. Spend 1,000 simoleons. Speaking of an old muscle car, we got the Edgewood Hellcat VR Blaze. Oh no, Supercharged Spectre is going to be the one racing me next. Oh no. Is that orange? Huh. Interesting. Huh. Dang, I was sleeping on the line today. I think this car actually needs to be running a quarter mile. 8th mile might actually be a little too short for it. Because it was just starting to get steam when I had crossed the line. Huh. Alright. Come on, Supercharged Mustang, let's go. That's what I mean. It's like I can only run it to just under 6,000 RPM before it starts bouncing out the rev limiter. She needs to go higher on the RPMs. I mean, it really does. Now this one, what's the percentage on this one? Oh wait, wrong one. This one. He's only at a 16% tune. I should be able to walk around him. Why the hell has he got a 531 drag rating? Huh. Oh, maybe because he's got slicks on all four and I only got him on the rear. Maybe. Oh, let's get her done. Oh, please do tell me I could beat this Ferrari. We are in race mode, so. That was a little easier than I was anticipating. That was too easy. And I don't know why. Car is consistent running 7.2s. Alright. We got one race left. The Edgewood Hellcat. Drag Race Blaze. Top, the creme of the crop. Now we should be able to beat him. In theory. Keyword being in theory. As long as I do my job, the car does its job, which it normally does. It's me that always screws it up when we don't. See, I told you. Son of a bitch. Got a little too antsy there. Happens. Haven't red lit in a while. That was due. But I'm glad to see the car made it to the finals, though. No, if I wouldn't have red lit, we would have won. Especially that car only having a little bit of a tuning window on it. We would have walked right around it. Alright. I think it's time we head back to the shop.
If I got to choice, I would take a 70s Datsun 120Y and throw an SR20 dead in it. It's the car I grew up wrenching on and will almost certainly. It is.
Well, the car I grew up wrenching on, actually there's a bunch of them. One was a 29 Model A, 32 3-window, steel bodies. A 78 Corvette. My dad's 81 Murata. See, those first three, they were my uncle's cars. And then my dad also had a 1987 Dodge Dakota. It originally came with a 2.2 liter in it, 5-speed standard. But he ended up blowing that up. I think he did it deliberately, because that was the only way he was allowed to get a new motor for the truck, was to blow it up. That was Mom's orders, or Mom's demands, we'll say. So he went and got himself a 340 out of a 70s Cuda. I suppose that's where it came from. The motor, when he got it, was done at 30 thous over. He ended up mating it up to a 727 torque light transmission, and him and my uncle ended up putting that in the truck. And you want to talk about get up and go? Oh my gosh. It's the only vehicle that's ever locked me in the seat. I mean, like literally pinned me in the seat where I was starting to go through the back. Man, that truck took off nice. And it didn't spin. Unless you deliberately made it do a brake stand, it would not spin those tires. It would just hook and gone. I mean, it was fast. Within, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the distance here. I don't know, 200 yards or so. Yeah, he would end up maxing out the speedometer, which I think it went up to 180 kilometers an hour or something around 100 mile per hour, and be on the brake and stop for the stop sign. I mean, that truck was ridiculous. It was awesome. Don't get it wrong. If I could ever have one vehicle back from my childhood, it would be that one. But I don't know where that truck went. He sold it to his cousin back in the early 2000s, and I've never seen it again. So I don't know where it is. I do not know. But I'd love to get my hands on one again, though, or that specific truck, because I got a lot of hours put into that truck. The only person who put in more hours on that truck than me was my dad. but he ended up wanting to switch over to electronic fuel injection because it was carburetor. And once that happened, he kind of sort of lost interest in it because he wasn't really electronic guru. You know what I mean? So, but I am going to step away here for just a moment. Don't you all go anywhere. I will be back in about 5-6-ish minutes or so. So I'll see you or I'll talk to you when I get back. Alrighty, thank you all very much for sticking around. Let's see. This one I don't really want to do anything with because it's still in very good shape. It's only got 3,800 miles on it. Yeah. This one, we came, we saw, we built. Time to let her go. It has the potential to be great, but let's find something else. Let's do something else. What else are we gonna find here? Let's head to the junkyard. Our favorite spot to be. Seems pretty empty. Seems very empty. There's nothing here, man. Oh, wait, what's that? Ooh. Speaking of drag race, we got something right there. We'll have to go take a little gander at it. Maybe we'll build it. Ooh, Mustang. Wow. I'm gonna go hang my head now. I can't believe I just made that kind of a screw up.
Truly is a shame Maseratis are such unreliable cars though, cause I really do like how the Gran Turismo looks, but would never own one, not on. Breaking every other day.
Yeah, the Gran Turismo Maserati does look good. I'll give it that, but that's too rich of a car for me, to be honest. 75,000 miles. It's got a nice, pretty blue. They only want $6,100 for it. Now, let me up there to take a look at it. Ah, yes. I think I know why it's only $6,100. Missing a few suspension components, plus it's missing basically the entire engine. We know it's there. We know it's there for cheap, so we can always come back to it. Ooh, a Viper. A real Viper. 78,000 miles. Somebody had fun with this car, I'll tell you that much. 645 horse, 600 pound-feet of torque. 17,000. I'm not liking the looks of that already to start with. I mean, it is repairable at the moment. Alright, let's see. Engine head cover A and B. They're repairable. Well, yeah, it could. Well, the pressure plate's smoked, but that normally is. GTS. Yeah. Okay, well, we know that's there. But I'm curious to know about this bad boy right here. I wonder how many races this car has under its belt. That's one. With 224,000 miles on it. Comes with supercharged motor only. Yeah, what the hell. That's one we can buy. Alrighty. Don't see anything else.
GTO. That's what the front end reminds me of anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Or the car I just bought. Because, yeah, that's a Pontiac. That's the Temu version of a Pontiac GTO. But the Sunrise there that we built, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Something like a Pontiac G8 or something. Oh yeah, this one right here is definitely a GTO. And guess what? We're gonna build it. Dang, I'm impressed. It's still got quite a bit of motor left in it. Took off all the go fast parts though. Wish I could put a tack up there on the dash. That would be so nice. Alright, what size wheels are on this thing? 16s and 15s. 225 60 15s. And 295 65 15s. So 295s give it actually a nice little stance on the rear. But we're going to do a little something special with these fronts. That is for sure. But before we get going on it, now this isn't going to be the tire and wheel combination I'm using, but I want to try something here. Let's see, we'll use this one. We'll go 16 and we'll go 30. Probably need to go 35. And we'll go 15 on this one. We'll go 16 on this one too. And then we'll go here. Or the race tire will go 1, 16, 145. And we're going to crank this right up to 90. And then we're going to go over here. I'm going to go 16, 305. And you're going to have that little bit of width to it, a little bit of width. And we're going to bring this to about 50. Now, I got me a hunch. Okay, nice little skinny little guys for the front. A little bit wider tire in the rear. Come on, get off of there. And we're going to put this one on here. Oh, that's kind of way too much stance. Uh-oh. Oh no. Maybe not. Well, yeah, well. We'll try that one again. We're going to go 1, 16, 305, 50. And we come back over here to race tire. 1, 16, 145, and all the way up to 90. And we're going to go 1, 16, 30, 1, 16. Perfect. And now we're going to see exactly what the stance of this car is going to be. Which I can already tell you, it's going to be a little bit more stancier than what it was. Strange. Strange, I tell you, strange. See, this is normally the way on how I figure out what wheels are going to fit on what and stuff like that. Gotta test fit them. Alright, now, so badly I screwed this up. Ah, shit. I mean, the sidewall thickness almost looks the same, except for now, if I were to drop these down to, say, 40 or 45, it would lower the ass end of the car down, which would probably make it a little bit nicer looking. But I can work with that. I can dig that. Alright, let's get rid of all this stuff. We don't need that on here no more. There should be an E. There should be a C. Am I close? E, C, yeah. But now, these should be either an A or a C. B. Huh, look at that in between. Now the rest of this stuff's pretty much all standard. I mean, that really is, man. Okay. Okay. Alright, first things first, we are going to buy our suspension. 2 of these. 2 of those. A couple of these. And we need some of those. A couple of these. Yeah, some of those will work. And we'll come down here, we'll go to E. And we need B, because it's got drum brakes on the rear. We need a leaf spring. 4 U-boots. 2 spring plates. 2 leaf springs. Sway bar B. Front. And we need 2 of those. 4 of these. 12 of these. Oops. And we need 2 of those. 1 of those. Couple of these. Couple of those. Couple of these. 2 of those. And we'll have 4. And we need some brakes. Yeah, we don't need that stuff yet. Keyword being yet. But we do need some brakes out of here. And the car will probably be running right around 900 horse, so I'm not really going overboard crazy with the brakes. And we don't need that yet. But now we need these. What are we going to use? Kind of want to go an old original style-ish. And for me to do that, I would need the rim TBX, but I don't want to run the rim TBX. I really don't. Instead, I want to run, where are you? I have a certain wheel in mind that I'm looking for. It always seems to evade me. There it is. And 2 of these. 16. Now we'll go 30. And 2 of these. We'll go 15. Yeah. We should put the wheel at an inch smaller. Okay. And we're going to come down over here. And we're going to put some BF Great Rolls on it. 2. 16. No, wait. We'll go Let's go 155. 90. Yeah. Come down over here to Dominator, level 2. 15. 305. 50. And hopefully that works. Now, before we go, we're going to put this up in the air. And we're going to strip it down. Perfect. Run our way down to the rear of the car. Just like that, man. Good to go. Now we're going to come on up here. Move this over to car lift B. Now we got to get rid of this grieve shaft. Hey, look at that. They didn't put me outside the car this time. What? Oh my gosh, it had a starter. Yes, we really don't got to worry about draining the oil out of it this time. Somebody's telling me Buddy blew the motor up and taking all his go fast parts and all his good parts and put them on a different motor. But why wouldn't he just fix the car? I never understand that feature. Like the body minus the doors and the trunk and the rear bumper and the rear taillight. It's mostly here. Actually, we need to take this off in here, work a little easier. Look over here. Dang, that hook can be fixed. We're gonna fix it. Actually, let's grab all the parts off here and see what we can and cannot fix. I wonder if I can get it. Get it. Huh, got it. What about the bumper? Are you on here? No. There will be one on here, front and rear. I don't know. What are you doing? We don't want to do that. We want that. And press this actually back window in here. Okay. We got some no motor. We got a fuse block. Huh. We don't need this per se as of yet, but we will soon. Okay. 2 out of a dozen parts ain't bad. We're just going to put this on this so we don't scratch it or ruin it. Now, while I'm stripping this down, I want you all to do me a favor. What color should we paint this car? I've done enough blacks, reds, whites, blues, greens, yellows. I mean, I will do them again. I don't have an issue with that. I just don't know what color to paint it. I'm kind of stuck. Alright. Spring plate, you gone. Leaf spring, you gone. The shock, you gone too. Full tank, you out of the way. On to the driver's side. I was say passenger side, but hello, we start on the passenger side. Alright. Little bushing, bye-bye. Bigger bushing, not here yet. Alright, let's get rid of this leaf.
Bright. I think that was even a factory color for the GTO.
Yeah, yeah. Bright orange, eh? Okay. I can mess with that. Alright, on to different. Now we're not going to be painting this one, like the actual parts for it, because, you know, that's going to weigh it down. You know, we want it's a drag car, we want it to be as light as possible. I know it sounds silly, but believe it or not, it will affect the performance in here. I don't know why it does, I don't know how it does, but it does. Paint will actually slow you down here 0.3 of a second. And sometimes that can be the difference between winning or losing. All depends. But I already know right now we're going to dominate with this car anyway, so. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, this one right here, nope, that's not it. Is it up here? This one right here, I bring this into the shop. This is the first car I ever won the King of the Sand tournament with. Is this one right here. This one holds special, near and dear to my heart, this one does. Kind of a brightish orange, right? That was the first car I ever raced and won the drag strip here with. Was that one. So out of all the other cars I've sold and gotten rid of and everything along those lines, I just can't get rid of that one. That one holds a special place in my heart. And here comes his brother coming up the bat here. It's going to be an almost twin. Not quite, but it's going to be almost. And when I finish this one, I'm going to have to bring them both out. I actually have a video of me on the strip with that car. It was that one and I think 4 other ones I took. 4 or 5 other ones. No, including that one, I think it was a total of 5. I took them all to the drag strip and that was the first one I won with. If I'm not mistaken. There should actually be a video of me building that car, actually. Back about 400 videos ago, somewhere around there. Some was around there anyway. Never mind, what are we doing that for? Alright, now we gotta get rid of all these pots. Let's go grab ours from over here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Got everything? Yep. Perfect, yep. This one, parking. You. Just clean up the yard a little bit here, you know what I mean? You, parking. Parking. You, here. What's this one? Huh. Oh. I think this one right here has to be one of my favorite, like, out of this garage, this one I think has to be one of the cleanest cars I've ever done. If it's the one I think it is. No, that's not it. Huh. Nonetheless, it's still a pretty clean car. Like, it's still looking good. I did one. Ah, shit. Let's just swap places with GTO. What one are you? No, not you. No. I have another Dodge Charger kicking around here. Might not be in this garage. Might be in one of my other ones. But I have a 71, the Bolt Roulette Camaro. It's blue with dark gray wheels. That's my ultimate favorite car that I built. And then the next one down the line is a black Dodge Charger. I think it was a Hemi car, or I put a Hemi in it or something. And like that car is basically almost all original. I mean, it was a beautiful car. Ooh, look at that. That's looking fancy. But we need to go get some. We need to go chrome these wheels. That's what we need to do. Oh yeah. These wheels chrome, man, are just oof. Give me a little tickle in the heart there, you know what I mean? Nice looking wheel. Alright, back to the garage. Really wish they put like performance suspension on these cars though. There it is. I knew I'd find it sooner or later. I want just a little bit bigger tire on the front. Not much, but just a little bit. Put in the little bushings. Got me a collection of them now. I guess since we're doing this part of the car now, I guess what we shall do is we shall get the motor components. Right? Right. Get them on order. So when we're done building with the suspension, we can go get all the engine parts, put the engine together, and then, yeah. We'll have fun at the drag strip before I call it a night. There it is. I like this because it's actually got cheap engine head covers. Actually, I think it's some of the cheaper ones, to be honest. 120, 120, 120. Yeah, that is the cheapest. Well, holy shite. Alright, I believe we got a full tank, so we ain't got to worry about that. I don't need any idler pulleys. I do need a oil filter. an OLED pen right here. I need 8 of these. Now I am not putting in those stock pistons. However, we are going to need a radiator seat, the V8 OHV, a rod cap. We need 8 of these. And we need a belt, V8 belt OHV. We need the belt B OHV. We need a supercharger pulley, supercharger belt, timing chain. Where's the timing chain? There's the timing chain. Alright, now we need the timing cover. And then we need the push rod. I didn't buy no rockers. Oh no. I'm sleeping. I knew I was forgetting something. I just could never remember what it was. There we go. We just got to all the 16 rockets. Now let's get back up to where I was. Water pump HV. We don't need a water pump pulley because we already got one. We got winch washer reservoir. And we need this and this. And then we need probably one of those. Need one of these, one of those. Definitely need one of these. Come over here. And then we need the gearbox V8 OHV. Perfect. Perfection. Now we need some stuff out of the performance catalog. We need the alternator. Then we need a camshaft, which is right over here. Bumps it up 2.75%. Yeah, buddy. We need cylinder heads, which is right here. Now, if you ever build one of these motors in here, not in real life, your best bet is to come here and get the upgraded cylinder heads. And the reason why I say that is because it's $800 for a performance one, or where are you? Right here, or $800 for the stock ones. So better bang for the buck means to just come get the performance ones. And while you're at it, pick up a few other parts like a camshaft or distributor or exhaust manifolds. They're a little bit more pricier than what the other ones are, but it's all good. It's all in good fun. Alright, now we need a coil right here. Coil. Distributor A. The rotor. Oh crap, there we go. Distributor cap. Need the ignition wires V8. And now we need the piston rings. We only need piston from here, which is 8 of them. Now we need the power steering pump, V8. And I've screwed myself on this one numerous times, If you look at it, and before this one of these last updates that were here, I'd look at it and go, yeah, okay, yeah, let's get 2 of those, yeah. And then you get to the car, you go to put them on, you're like, wrong ones. And you're like, what? Huh? Look at it and go, oh, I6. Son of a beach. And you come up here, you go 2, 8, not 9, 8. Now we need the manifold V8 OHV, overcharger V8 OHV. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Just last week I saw a Dodge Hornet which, well, it's a choice of a car to import. Probably costed so much the guy who imported it could have G.
That depends on what the condition the RT Charger was in. Now, if it was a newer one or an old school, like late 60s, early 70s.
Something like $80,000 after all the import fees and bribes to even get it registered.
Well, and that's what I mean is if it's a late 60s Charger, like 68, 69, or 70, you'll spend more than that just to buy the car, let alone anything else. Ever since the frickin' Fast and the Furious movies came out, man, Charger prices have skyrocketed. I blame that movie for that. I'm pretty sure that's the whole reason why those movies came out. It's to skyrocket the auto industry. I remember before that movie came out, when I was, a teenager, I could pick up a Charger where, say it needed a motor or needed interior for like $3,000 where I live. Now, you're lucky if you pick up that same car for $40,000. It's ridiculous. It really is. Let's see. The Hornet hasn't been overplayed yet. Oh yeah. Muscle. Lots of space. Doesn't look like anything's rubbing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know why I'm putting that one on that side first, but okay. No, those Fast and Furious movies, they really did hurt the car community big time. They really did. Alright. We've almost got the rear end of the car doing. Boom, boom, boom. Wheel now.
Import laws are the car can't be more than 2 years old, but I believe a 2023 R/T is only around $48,000 compared to the Hornet being $50,000 full.
See, that's what I was saying. Like, the newer ones, yeah. But the older ones, he would have spent double that to get it over there. Just because the cost over here to purchase it. The newer ones, yeah. But I don't know of any 2023 Chargers that, say for low mileage that are running $23,000. They're still up there in price. They're like $70,000, $80,000 car here to buy brand new. So they ain't cheap, especially if it's got the Hemi in it. The Hellcat Red Eye. They ain't cheap over here, that's for sure. Not unless you buy one with a salvage title. Then you get the joys of trying to get your way into getting it properly inspected and such. Or properly certified to be on the road. Alright, Outer Tyro, you're next. Glad you could join us. Alright, I'm going to put this on. And now we're going to put this part on. And this one. And that, oh shit. I stuck on and on. No, I'm confused. One side. That one actually makes it a little bit better. I look a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. I hope it sits right. I don't want it to sit wrong. Oh, nice. It's time to put that on. I didn't even know. Now the backing plate. Wheel hub. Wheel what? Wheel hub. Alright, rotor, center cap, pad, yellow bar. Now the wheel, man. Alright, now I'm curious to know how much I improved it or disproved it. Both the same. I guess it doesn't have as much of a stance to it. Sitting a little bit more level, but that's good enough. Kind of like it a lot. Alright, now let's go get our engine parts. Let's just take the motor of this thing, drop it in there. Nah. Alrighty, let's see. No, not that one. Nope, they're not back here. Where the hell are they? Why is he playing the shuffling game on me? No. Ah, here they are. Block, heads, pistons. Looks like they're all here. Yeah. Looks like they're all there. Good to go. Great, the new motor. We want this one. Why do I want this one? Because it's the only one that'll fit in that car. Alright, I think we still have the other motor on us. Yeah, right there. What other kind of stuff can I dump out? Why is that in there? Huh. I see I probably could build a another motor. Why are those in there? Huh. Interesting. Oh, warehouse 3. You've got parts in there that shouldn't be in there. That's where they're supposed to be. Or that's where the used parts are supposed to be. This is where the wheels are supposed to be. There we go. I was figuring something out here. Alright. We are going to get rid of all the wheels. We're going to put them all in there. Yeah, so this one right here is supposed to be new body panels and such. I still need some of those parts. I don't need this. Yeah, okay. Clean that up just a bit. Alright. Put that oil filter on. The Ultiminator. Pound seal pump. I'm going to put the camshaft in before we put anything else on, so it's easier to put this all on. As a public service announcement, don't build your motor upside down. And to put your pistons in and such, yeah. But you don't want the hassles put cylinder heads on when it's upset. When it's upside down. I mean, I guess they're aluminum lightweight. Sure, why not? Have fun. Get at her. You know what I mean? But you just might not want to do that. Perfect. Marvelous. Bloody marvelous.
Don't know what exactly made Dodge think the Hornet was worth $50,000. It looks smaller than the RAV4. If anything, it seems a lot lick.
That's because it's built for more like off-roading and such, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one I think it is. Maybe I'm thinking of a different Hornet. I think. I could be wrong. It would not surprise me if I was. Okay. I'm thinking of a different car, never mind. Yeah, I most definitely am thinking of a different car. Just give me a second here. I'm just trying to look at some stuff here. Now, that year you were talking about, was it 2024-ish era?
Probably a 2024 or a 2025.
Oh, here, those are worth $37,000. They kind of look more like a Dodge Durango. Just a baby version of it, I guess. In my opinion, anyway. I could be wrong, but that's what I've noticed. Like I said, I could be completely wrong in the whole ordeal. I'm not sure. Alright, click on this, see what this tells me. Yeah, I don't know. So what I can find looks like a little smaller version of a Dodge Durango. But to buy one here, 2024, I never saw the mileage on it or nothing, but it's still like $37,900 to buy it here. Now, has it got the Hemi in it? Because I think it's gonna be a little Sportster. I think it's gonna cruise. Yeah, I was thinking of the Hornet from back in like the 80s or 70s or something. The off-road racing one, I should say. Why do I got two of these? Did I buy two of them? Must have.
I'm almost positive it has an i4, even the top of the line R/T has a turbo i4.
Really? Hmm. Well, that would suck. Spend all that money just to get a 4-cylinder. All I know is if I ever got an RT, it better have a Hemi under the hood. There's probably no room under the hood for a Hemi in that thing, though, by the looks of it. Could be wrong, but just from the size that I saw. I wonder if that new update to the controller has anything to do with mine acting up. It was fine, and all of a sudden we got a new update for the controller. All of a sudden now my right stick keeps acting up. I think, you know, it feels like something's stuck in there, but it's not stick drifting. It's not doing anything out of the ordinary. It's just tightening up. Makes a zero sense to me. Alright, I guess while we're here, did I buy the body panels for this thing yet? Bear with me here. No, I did not. Okay, we need to buy body panels for this car. I believe this is chrome. Yeah, it is. We already got the hood. We need a headlight, mirror, right headlight, right mirror. Because, you know, it could be the wrong one. We need the doors, left fender, got the right fender, need the rear bumper, glass, got the mirrors. I did get the taillights, right? No, I did not. Okay. I guess I should buy that one, this one, and then that. Cool. One less thing I have to worry about. And after that, we go paint it. Nice bright orange. Alright, let's put a little bit of work into the front side of the motor now. Timing gear and chain and timing cover on it at least. The water pump done with all the pulleys and such. Crank pulley, you know, stuff like that. Get that all ready to go for the Ubercharger. Water pump. Crank pulley. Supercharger pulley. A little bit bigger than the normal one. Hey, look at that. We can put belt B on. How nice is that? Alright, now we're going to rotate this bad boy up and over. Alright, now we're going to put the Ubercharger on first. Even though if I had to guess, I'd say we've got all the valve train on this side. Maybe we'll do that before we go any further. Yeah, it looks so much like a dummy. I know I bought all the parts for it, so it's just a matter of putting them on. Pulley effect. Rockers now. And then after the motor, we send the car over. Actually, I gotta put everything under the hood first. Then the motor goes in, transmission gets put in. We need exhaust for it. Two of those. Two of those. Okay. Hopefully they show up some kind of body work or body panels too. That'd be great. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, now we're going to put the Uber charger on. But we're going to leave the carbs off until we put it in the car, so then you can, you know, technically use the lift plate for the rear, or for the top. Perfection. Radiator in. We got you. Yeah, we do. Relay, another relay. Hey, look at that, it's another relay. We got the relay B. And now we'll see. Don't have a clue. Same with this one. This one right here is probably going to be a B. See? I told you this one right here is going to be a B. See? Just like that. It's going to go buzz, 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 buzz. Alright, I'll put this on. We're going to put this in now. Just can't help nothing out. Put the rinse or a little bit of power steering reservoir in. Now put the windshield washer fluid jug in. Alright. We're almost there. Good enough. Hey, I didn't hit the wall that time. Alright, we're going to start at the front. If you're sitting in the car, it'd be the front right corner, but since we're outside the car, it's the front left corner. Perfect. Cool. Perfection, man. Hey, look at that, the battery's not in the way. That's a nice feature, isn't it? Just give me a moment here. Alright, let's see, I need Discord. I'm putting my phone on charge so it's ready for the morning. She's an old one, that's for sure. Alright, where were we? Putting oil in it. That's where we were. Almost made a mess. Now, why can't they just turn it just a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right? That seems about right. Uh-huh, perfect. I'm getting good at it. I tried stopping it, but I just didn't want to stop. A break of fluid. The break of fluid. They will not let you do nothing without no break of fluid. Alright, now we put the carburetors on. We don't have them. How come I didn't get any carburetors? Strange. I mean, I got some. I mean, they're sitting outside. I can go rob them if I really, really needed to. But we had some. I was just playing games. Playing jokes. Jokes. did forget. I did remember those, right? Oh, glad I remembered the filters. And then the scoop. Scoop poop. I was like, yeah, it's ready to start up. No, it ain't. No transmission, no fuel tank, no fuel pump. It ain't nowhere near ready to fire up yet. Put this in first. Strange. Alright, I'm going to put the exhaust on. He's almost there. Perfection. Now, can I slide my way up and in here? Cross your fingers, everyone. Let's hope it starts. That's pretty damn smooth. Oh, great. Now I gotta jump down. There we go. Alright, now we're going to bring you over to the alignment rack. Let's go get our body panels. And we got one box crate there, another one there. Do we have them? Yes, we do, right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But first things first, before we put that, actually, let's get the car painted first. Then we'll put the rear bumper on. But let's get this thing sorted out. Oh yeah. What's your favorite color when a car's all chromed out, man? No, what's your favorite color when it's all chromed out, man? Okay, I forgot to put the gloss on that side already. We gotta put in the tail lights. The other tail light. I think we're pretty much ready for the paint shop now. What? Oh, all right. And dyno out the way it sits. How much power are we making? 870. Damn, that close to the roof. Holy shite. Okay. That took me by surprise. Without even tuning it, without adding no percentages whatsoever, our horsepower number is sitting now at 1,049 at 4,300 RPM, which is an increase of 504 horsepower and 93%. And our torque is 1,436 pound-feet at 2,800 RPM, which as that is, it is an increase of 682 pound-feet or 91%. Wow. The drag rating is an 8 at 824. Holy shite. We are not tuning that car one bit. We're going to leave it exactly the way it is. I ain't messing with it. You know what I mean? Alright, orange. Bright orange, you say, hey? Let's see, now we're going to go something like so. Let me bring this one right back down here. It kind of looks more like a tangerine, huh? Hey, we can make it work. The hell kind of funky decals are those? Hey, look at single stripes. Alright. The car is painted. Alright. Now we're going to move this over to here. Not, well, it does need an alignment too, I guess. Like, I have no idea what the rear gear is on the car or nothing. So, how to make the rear bumper chrome too, you know. Only fair for it to match. See, that's chrome. Why can't it be chrome, right? All right, we got her all tuned out. Well, we don't have any tuning on it whatsoever, besides the performance parts we put on. So I have no idea what the shift points are, nothing. I don't even know what this thing redlines at. Perfect. Alright, let's go put this one up beside the other one. See the difference. This one actually looks like it's more for business. This one looks more like a show car. Trailer queen, you know what I mean? Where's this one? Damn, she's ready to roll. Sounds so nice and quiet. Alright. Drag strippages. You know, it's either we're going to win or we're going to lose. My money's on winning, but there's a possibility. Oh, yeah, I think we have to win Class A. Alright, okay, yeah, we got some heavy hitters, yeah. I got a Porsche Carrera GT to race. Yep. Huh. I'm starting to think maybe I should have got into the gear set on it. We're gonna tweak with that just a little bit. Then we're gonna go back and do it again. I'm not too happy with it. I really am not happy with that run. It's like it was trying to jump, like chatter every time it would shift. Alright, we're gonna bump this way up. Actually, you know, we're not gonna go way up. We're gonna go to 410. Actually, 390 would probably do good too. Let's see, 51, 52. Okay. Let's go bring this down to 2-ish. 150. ish, 100 ish, and 50. I say 50, eh? 50, 50, 50. Yeah, sure, why not? 218.
Yay, I'm starting to see why everyone using very light cars with 600 HP as opposed to muscle cars with 1000 HP. Cause those old Lancers launch.
Some of them do, yep.
In my country.
Yeah, no, it's becoming a craze all over the world. $1.2, I'll take it. I'll take it. 1.2, 1.2. 3, I'll take it. Now I can do the same with you. $1.8, okay, that's what, a 4% increase in power? See, I made the mistake with this one is I didn't adjust all my settings and stuff on it first. I thought we'd do something, make us something, you know? But, no. Damn! Okay. New numbers now is 1,075 horsepower at 4,300 RPM and 1,472 pound-feet of torque at 2,800 RPM, which is an increase of 531 horsepower or 98%, and 718 pound-feet of torque with 96%. So the new drag rating now is an A at 845. Let's take, yeah, that's one we just built. It's only 3,000 pounds. 1,500 kilograms? That seems pretty freaking light. Oh, look at they dropped the different. Oh no, there's a Porsche Carrera GT up there. Pagani Hero. Huh. Okay. Oh, we're racing the Edgewood Hellcat DR Blaze. What's that? Is much faster. Damn, I almost broke into the fives. That would have been my first 5-second pass ever. Damn! What did I do right? Have I ever broken into the fives? Because I've raced faster, higher horsepower cars than this. I'm at a red light. Damn! That's some good numbers for me. Uh-oh, I think they're in trouble now. Alright, let's see here. 82% tuning, 877, 810, V12. I don't know why my money's going on this guy. Let's go to this one. Ooh, I don't know who drives better. I shouldn't, but my mind's telling me yes. Let's see, what do we got in here? I'm gonna say yes. Good, good. Damn it! 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I don't have the rear bumper on yet. was a little bit slower, but still. Dang, we were both hauling ass out the hole. 0.016 hit to his 0.017. Huh. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Who am I? Sad part is both cars I picked to win, and the last one won. I'm gonna have to go with my man. I don't know why, I just got that feeling. Ooh, and I would have won. Not really, I lost. But now we're gonna win. I got a good 100 horsepower on this guy. A little bit slower. Still faster with the hole than him though. Alright, Porsche. You're going down, boy. You're gonna become that bitch. Uh-oh. He's got his all blacked out. He means business. I think what it is, I think the tires are starting to wear down. Because it's spinning a lot more out the hole. But we won. What, huh? Oh yeah, that's right, I bet. I won twice. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2. Yeah, I won twice. So, cool. Awesome. I won the event. That's all that matters. You know, spend $150,000 to build the car. You win 12 grand. Works, pays off in the end, doesn't it? I mean, there we go. Sitting next to two winning vehicles right here. It's beautiful. But all right, everyone. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in for this episode. Or stream, I should say. If you haven't already, and you are new to the channel, and I think just about everybody who's watched tonight have subscribed. It's been awesome. But if you haven't, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button, you know. That way then, you click all, and then that way then, anything I post, you guys get first dibs at it. Don't forget to also, too, no matter if you subscribed or not, hit that like button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. That way then the videos get shared a lot more, or put into other people's TV screens a little bit more. And again, I would like to thank everybody who has watched tonight. Thank you all from the very bottom of my, very bottom of my heart. I'm just very, very appreciative of it. So I thank you all very much, and I hope everyone has a good night.